In the early 1800s, these shores were teeming with herring. A building boom began to cash in on the silver darlings of the sea. A new fishing community was planned on the Murray Firth at Burghead. Mark's there to discover what was built and what was lost.
This has all the hallmarks of a 200-year-old new town. Look at this, rows of little cottages, all built at the same time. These streets are the work of town planners from the Georgian era. And at the business end of town, a rather splendid harbour. Starting in 1805, the town and harbour were built to land herring, part of improving life for the Highlanders. But it's not all quite as it appears. From another point of view, this neat little new town was an unfortunate piece of Georgian vandalism. From up here, you can see the grid plan of the town. At the end of the houses, there's a grassy area with massive earthworks, the remains of something much older, built by the Picts. The Picts were a mysterious tribe living in this part of Scotland from some 2,000 years ago. This is one of their most important sites, but it's largely been flattened by a fishing port. To get an idea of the scale of the Pictish fort that was here, I've joined archaeologist Fraser Hunter. So where exactly are we in this fort?
Well, this is a mid-18th century map of the site. There's two halves to the site, an upper half and a lower half, and we're standing there.
On this ridge up the middle?
Yeah, this is one of the huge stone-built ramparts that defined the upper part of the site.
These massive banks of earth are all that remain of the Picts' 1,500-year-old fort. And then looking across, where are all these?
Well, underneath those houses, sadly.
So it's all gone?
The whole part is now covered over by the village.
No wonder the Picts remain such a mystery. They ruled large parts of Scotland for centuries. But this seat of Pictish power was destroyed to build a fishing port. The new town wiped out precious clues to the culture of the Picts. But there are some tantalising glimpses of what was lost.
See up here? The two pentangles.
Oh yes, look, there and there.
Down there. Those are things you get, again, on a number of pieces of Pictish sculpture.
Go on in. Gosh, it's enormous.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Absolutely massive. Deeper into the cave, a more grisly discovery in the 1920s. Piles of human bones.
The evidence we have indicates a whole range of odd things going on, back into deep prehistory, back into the late Bronze Age and Iron Age. So 3,000, 2,000 years ago, this cave is being used for very special purposes. Do you want to come back outside and I'll show you some stuff?
Back in daylight, Fraser reveals the bones that were buried for so long.
We have some of the bones from the excavations. This is human neck vertebrae.
Look! It's been chopped.
And you think that one's been chopped?
Ooh!
Whoever owned that met a very nasty fate. No, I mean, it's a beheading. Somebody's been decapitated.
Yes.
And most of the vertebrae surviving from the site show that. And also a range of people. Those two are both adult, but this one, that's a juvenile.
Juvenile. So a grisly place.
Yeah, a powerful place, a significant place.
Perhaps this cave is where the Burghead Picts butchered their enemies, and even their enemies' children. The culture of the Picts remains an enigma. Their fort at Burghead was flattened, but the few precious artefacts that survive have a real power. Wow!
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, isn't that amazing?
Absolutely fantastic.
of the Burghead bulls.
Most of them were found long after they'd been knocked out of their original settings, and many of them, as you can see here, have also been damaged and reused as building stones.
It's thought that up to 30 of these bull stones were set into the walls of the fort, but only 6 have survived.
It's almost a totem or a symbol of the site and its inhabitants.
The bull stones are a precious connection with the once powerful Picts. But who knows how many more of their treasures are buried among the houses of Burghead.